OnePlus has unveiled its second handset of 2015, the OnePlus X, shifting the focus to design. That's the message from OnePlus, saying that this device is about offering quality materials and unique finishes. And that's not too far from the truth, as the OnePlus X comes in two versions, the Onyx in black glass and the limited edition ceramic, rather than the plastics that we've seen before. First of all, we check out how can we get an invite for OnePlus X. How can I get an invite? That's always the question with OnePlus. For the OnePlus X, the invite system will be in place, so you'll be able to get them from those who buy it, through social media, competitions, and a reservation list. One of the differences here from other launches is that the OnePlus X has actually been manufactured, so delivery should be nice and fast. The OnePlus X will be invite only for the first month, but then there will be limited time sales to make it easier to buy. These will start slowly, 1 hour a week for starters, but then expanding for longer periods more frequently. The OnePlus X Onyx will cost £199 and be available from November 5th. If you're after the ceramic, you'll need to get your hands on a special ceramic invite. This limited edition handset will cost you £269 and will be available from November 24th. OnePlus X design, decidedly premium. The OnePlus X measures 140 x 69 x 6.9 mm, making it a typical size for a 5-inch device. That's the first point about the OnePlus X. It offers a 5-inch display, designed to be more compact and practical for those who want something smaller than the company's 5.5-inch OnePlus 2. But turning to build quality and construction, there's a metal frame, anodized and finished with grooves for a great feel in the hand and plenty of grip. There are 17 microcuts running around the exterior of the frame, adding detail and an important contrast to the otherwise dark black glossy finishes. There's also a physical switch on the side to move through notification modes. This makes it simple to move from alerts, to priority to none, just with a slide of this switch. Display. There's a 5-inch Full HD display on the front of the OnePlus X, topped with Gorilla Glass 3. The edges of this display match the finishing of the edges of the back, as we mentioned above. Its inky depth of the build materials is reinforced by the choice of a mold for the display. That too imparts its characteristic inky blacks. OnePlus has applied a dark theme too to reinforce that point, but this is a display that delivers punchy colors. We set it next to the HTC One A9 for a quick comparison, and it appears to offer brighter whites than its pricier rival. It's a very glossy display, again attracting a lot of fingerprints, but it looks good. The 1920 x 1080 pixel resolution gives you 440 ppi, which means things are nice and sharp. We've seen a number of devices at this resolution at this size and we think it's a good fit. OnePlus X, hardware and performance. The OnePlus X comes with a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 chipset with 3 GB of RAM. It's a slightly older chipset, but it's that same that was in many 2014 flagship devices, so as know it's powerful, and it's a chipset that OnePlus has used before. There's only 16 GB of internal storage, which could be something of a limitation, as it will quickly fill with data for bigger apps. There is a micro SD card slot for expansion, although this offers either dual SIM or SIM and micro SD. That offers a degree of flexibility and makes for nice neat design, but should OnePlus upgrade to Android 6.0 Marshmallow and offer flex storage, which would sidestep the limitations of the 16 GB internal storage, you'd be left with basically a single SIM handset. At this price, you can't really have it both ways. We found the OnePlus X to be nice and snappy in the time we spent playing with it. Of course it was a demo device and not fully loaded with all our content, so it's difficult to judge exactly how it will perform in the real world. The specs place it as something of a flagship rival, a decimator of the mid-range, but we're yet to experience its longer-term performance. There's a 2525 mAh battery that's in the middle of the pack for devices of this size. OnePlus is saying it will give you day-long performance but we're yet to be able to test that. Missing from the hardware selection is a fingerprint scanner and NFC. Some might see that as being a reflection of slightly dated hardware, and for OnePlus it means missing out on things like Android Pay. We now consider a fingerprint scanner to be one of the convenience niceties of Android devices, and the omission is something of a shame. Software. The OnePlus X launches with Oxygen OS based on Android 5.1.1. It's pretty much a stock Android experience, albeit boosted and enhanced with a number of additions. The first thing you'll notice is that OnePlus has parachuted the navigation keys off the bottom of the display, so they sit as capacitive buttons instead. They can be customized, if you want them to behave differently. Otherwise, Oxygen OS delivers a range of features, like shelf to organize your stuff, a range of gestures to let you do more, similar to the sorts of things we see in Sense or TouchWiz. We like the minimal changes to Android, however, as you still have that feeling that you're close to stock, but that you're not dealing with unnecessary faff. One of the new additions announced by OnePlus is OnePlus Radio. Rather comically, this was announced as being free from digital algorithms, instead compiled by real human DJs. That's because it's an FM radio, pure and simple. You have other niceties like SwiftKey pre-installed, as well as VSCO cam. Camera. There's a 13-megapixel camera on the rear of the OnePlus X with f/2.2 aperture and offering a really fast focusing, with OnePlus claiming the phase detection AF system will give you a sharp image in 0.2 seconds. This is joined by an 8-megapixel front camera, so super detailed selfies. We had a quick play with both cameras and they seemed pretty good, but we'll have to give them a more detailed examination before we pass any judgment. First impressions. The thing that strikes us about the OnePlus X is that it feels as high in quality as devices that at twice or three times the price. We've seen lots of glass from the Samsung Galaxy S6. Although the SG S6 is technically more up-to-date, there's gulf in the price. We've recently seen the lovely HTC One A9. Again, it's twice the price of the OnePlus X. That means you can get your hands on a device that has a premium build without breaking the bank, and that's a really positive thing. Compared to many of the lackluster mid-rangers finished in plastic, OnePlus has them easily built. There are some drawbacks on the hardware front, of course. Anyone looking to use Android Pay will be left in the dark, but if you're looking for a cheap, compact handset offering a premium build, then look to the OnePlus X. We'll be bringing you a full review as soon as we can.